Hi there. On the 9th of August, we have a full moon in Aquarius. So, full moons that fall in Aquarius are usually a great invitation for everybody to get their quirky on, to not be afraid to bring out the parts of you that are a little bit different, a little bit alternative, a little bit outside the box, and to celebrate these. So, as we've moved more and more into the age of Aquarius, every time a planet or hits Aquarian energy or Aquarian energy is activated in any way, it's really allowing us to move forward with this new innovative way of thinking and way of being and way of existing on the earth plane. So it's very important to embrace this Aquarian energy. So our oppositions, a full moon occurs when the sun and the moon are opposing one another. So at this time of course of this full moon, the sun is in Leo. So we've got this opposition going on as well. So, Leo energy, the opposing signs of the zodiac always share something in common. And both Leo and Aquarian energy both have a great need to be acknowledged and noticed and validated for what they bring to the table. So, Leo energy likes to be validated for just being a Leo, and Aquarian energy likes to be validated for its differences and how it sees things differently. So, what's the beautiful thing about both of these signs of the zodiac is they both have very big hearts. But the Leo energy tends to be a little bit more, it's all about me. And the Aquarian energy is very much about the collective and the community. So, at this full moon, we're being asked to step up at full moon time and to step into our power and into what we can do and what we would like to put out there. So, I would like to challenge you all at this time of this full moon to put out there that part of you that you might have felt that you need to keep hidden until now, or that you feel is a bit too different to everybody else to be acceptable, or it's just the part of you that is a little bit quirky, a little bit alternative, and celebrate that at this full moon. Bring it to the surface and let it out. Let all the celebration occur, because it's these very parts of us, these very integral but authentically different parts of us, the uniqueness of each and every one of us as individuals, that we need to bring together to create the community and the collective we need to move forward with. So at the time of this new moon, this full moon, don't be afraid to bring that out, to show the rest of the world or the people around you that there's different ways of doing things, there's different ways of looking at things, and different ways of solving old problems. We're really stepping into this really full-on Aquarian energy now, and it's something that we all need to embrace, because what it's going to really help us to do is to accept one another for our differences, but also for our differences to bring us closer together. So, for the last, God knows how long, but for a very long time, the powers that be have been, doing their best to divide us because of our differences. But differences can bring us together just as easily as they can divide us. So it's time to start looking at the alternative way that our differences can bring us together by bringing together new ideas, new ways of doing things. And we all have our strengths and our weaknesses there. So we get to complement this in one another and assist one another with these different energies. And of course, the full moon is always a great time to get all your crystals out there and have them nicely charged in that beautiful full moon energy. So enjoy this full moon energy, embrace your quirky, and I'll be back to see you all again soon. Bye.